Hi, Jerry, you're on.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. I was just curious at how often do you go back to the healthcare clinics or the curves or the chiropractors? Do you have a set, like every 3 months, 6 months? And I was just curious on that.
Well, I know when I was in the business, I'll give you one answer that I know. Then I'm going to ask a couple of the other girls because I know they have a lot more current experience along this line. But when I was a director in the field, when I worked with chiropractors a lot, I would go ahead and I'd set up the time that I would fit all of their clients, and they would make appointments and come in and do that. But I always followed up after that. I was always there. They always knew I was there, and they could always depend upon me. And it wasn't just a one-time thing. And when I say that, because, some of the clients, they come and they go, and that I'm sure it's the same way with all of our new health clubs and in curves. And you want to see the presence there. It's like you're a part of this, and that they realize that the bra is a very important part of working with the body. So I would definitely, I wouldn't set a definite time, but I think some of you, when I did that, I worked it into my schedule, and then one chiropractor liked that because they could see that I had continuity, and then they would go ahead and they'd tell their other chiropractor friends, and I got more setups that way, and I had a lot of business. So, Gail, I know you're on, and you're very knowledgeable along this. Would you like to answer your thoughts along this, Gail? Gail?
Sure. You hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Yes. Well, actually, I just booked a chiropractor tonight, so that's interesting. Well, I'll start first with the curves. It depends on, first of all, the curves, it depends on the how many memberships that they have. And if they're getting new people, I always call and kind of feel it out. But what I do, Jerry, is I'll call them and say, can you just put a little sheet out? Bra Lady may be back, let's say, in March. And I'll do this probably 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks ahead of time. And that's a way of, if I get some interest, then I'll send her a sign-up sheet and that info. That's helped me a lot for not going there and saying, oh, my God, I shouldn't have come back this soon, because it does happen.
Okay.
Chiropractors, but my normal curves, I would say probably every 6 months to a year is when I go back. Chiropractors, I have 2 on my team now. One is my Mary Robbins isn't on, but I know she has a chiropractor in Massachusetts, and she works with her in her office, and they do different fairs, like health fairs and things, and what they'll do is they have to actually sign up at the health fair and make 2 dates. Every month she has 2 dates at this particular chiropractor's, because they have people coming, Phyllis is right, they have different people all the time coming in, not just their normal people. They're people every week, rather. I have a chiropractor up in New York that she signed up, and I'm training her staff, 2 of her staff, and she has 2 offices, and I'm going back up there. Now, let's say I went there in November, and she just called me. She says, it's time, March. The snow is starting to go, hopefully, and so I made an appointment with her in March because the bras are on sale, and so I'm going back up there. So that's 4 or 5 months, and she's already got interest, and that's only been 4 months. So you really have to feel the person out, and I think keeping a relationship, that's what I try to do. I have my curves and my chiropractors or the people that I do, but I really try to really make sure I send them a little personal note. I keep in touch with them. If they have a concern, I want to make sure that I'm in that area. I go see her. I may just fit a few ladies, but she might put a sign-up sheet, and I've got morning booked all of a sudden. So, you know what? You want to treat them like a good hostess. That's the best way I can say it. They're all hostesses, whether they're chiropractors or whether they're the curves or home shows, whatever you do. I hope that kind of answers a little bit. But if you want to ask me something, Jerry, feel free.
No, that helped a lot. I was just trying, because sometimes I don't, know just how often. That was the big thing, is do you go every 3 months, or do you, it just seemed too soon. But
well, you're not a pest, Barry. You're not a pest with that. All you're doing is providing service, and they appreciate that, because they'd much rather them say, well, we don't ready right now. And say, well, I'm available, and when you're ready, or your clients feel that they would do that, and then to say, and just kind of keep in touch, and just say, just checking in, see how you're doing. So I would just kind of approach it that way, because they like to know that you're available, because it does help their clients, particularly with chiropractors, for a follow through with the correction they give a lady, or on that area. area, so it works out very well. Now, I know that Jerry had another question, and I'm going to have Jerry give her other question. I'm going to let Corey answer this one, and then we might do a couple add-ons on that. So give your second question, Jerry.
Oh, great. I don't know if I was typing them out, and I don't know if I wrote that one down.
Yeah. Okay. It was actually when how to pique a woman's interest at the fair.
That was it. When you go to an expo or a fair, how do you suggest a sign or something that would, in regards to our business, other than help wanted? I mean, I have the other signs, about the bras, about this stuff, but how would you present that on a sign or something, or talk to them?
Okay, Corey, do you have any?
Yes, I actually do have a few quick and sweet ideas, kind of like a 5-step strategy. The number one for strategy is that don't ask them to buy a bra. Number two, because when you're showing at a show, at a trade show or expo, people are on the go. You got to kind of capture their interest really quickly, or you got to want them to go to you, meaning what's in it for them. So, number one is don't ask them to buy a bra. 2, hook them. Ask them to fill out the bra shaper survey, and then entice them with a free gift after they filled out the survey. 3, while they're filling out the survey, just give them a quick overview of the bras or products you're selling and about your business in general. 4, reeling them in. Let them know that you're offering a free bra fitting today and that they should take advantage of this opportunity. And finally, 5, tell, don't sell when you're out there seeing the people. Now, in terms of what to say when you're trying to entice them, something really short and sweet like, we're giving free gifts to everyone who fills out our bra figure survey. Would you like to fill one out? Another tagline is, would you like to take our free bra fitting today? Something really quick. We're doing free bra fittings today. It would be fun to find out your actual bra size. That's another thing. Because a lot of women know there's something wrong with their bras. So if they can find out their actual bra size, I think that's something that would really hook them. And then a 4th tagline is, would you like to know your actual bra size? Something even shorter than the one previous. The thing is, with these shows, just keep it short and sweet. Always be nice and friendly, and always approach them with a smile. And, I think you'll do fine.
Oh,
Phyllis?
thank you.
Okay. Now, have Ms. Gail or Mary, you do a lot of trade shows. Do you have any any thoughts along that line? Mary? I don't know. She may not on that area. So, but I'm just saying is that another thing I think you also asked Jerry was, what do they say when they say they only wear cheap bras?
Right. Oh, that was it. Yes.
Was the other part of it. And I immediately rallied to that one. I said, okay, fine. Now, you think about that's all there is on the market is cheap bras. So they have to wear that kind. And the fact of it is, when they look at us, they think, well, you're different. And then that's why you never, ever, 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 ever tell the price. That is absolutely a no-no. And so I always, when they go ahead and they say, well, how much are your bras? And I've had the best of them, attack me from all ways. And then I sit there and say, well, how much do you usually spend for bras? Always answer a question with a question. And then you go ahead and say, well, how much do you usually pay for them? Oh, well, I don't spend over $30. Oh, okay. Well, then how many bras do you buy per year? Well, I at least buy 5 or 6. Okay, well, let's take 30 times 5. You spend about $150. Are you happy with your bras? No, I'm not happy with them. And in doing so, okay, well, would you pay a little bit, when you invest a little bit more, if you knew a bra was going to be comfortable and that you buy less bras and you'll save money by buying the bras? Well, yeah, who wouldn't? You might get an answer like that. So I always tell them, say, okay, the average bra on the market today is about $40. And so if you buy 5 per year, it's about $200 a year. Over a 2-year period of time, that's about $400 you're spending on bras, and you're not comfortable. You aren't making a good investment in some of these because they're not giving you the value that they should be. And that's why we'd like to talk to you about our bras, because we have a totally new concept in bra design. I never, ever, ever tell the price. I don't care. I've had the expert try to get it off of me, and they get it. because I wait until I get that bra on them. After I'm ready to tell them, then I'll say, I look up, and if they ask me, I'll say, I'm not quite sure. I want to make sure this is right for you. And I can dodge them very easily.